Tokyo has crossed a line. Japan is once again playing with fire over Taiwan, pushing rhetoric that Beijing now sees as a direct effort to manufacture a regional crisis. For China, this is not confusion or misunderstanding. It is a deliberate revival of Japan's old, dangerous instincts.
The Japanese government's cabinet response of 25 November still reiterated its so-called consistent position or unchanged position regarding Taiwan, which is far from sufficient. What China and the international community demand confirmation of is: what exactly is Japan's so-called consistent position? Does Japan still adhere to the One China principle? Japan should honestly, accurately, and completely explain its so-called consistent position. Brushing it off with vague words, avoiding the real issue, and hoping to get away with it simply won't work.
China's reaction was immediate and uncompromising. Beijing says Japan's vague, consistent position is a cover for creeping interference, a diplomatic smokescreen hiding a calculated move to challenge China while pretending to be neutral. Beijing says the facade is cracking.
We are aware of the announcements made by the Chinese side, but we will refrain from commenting on each and every one of them. We have been communicating with the United States at various levels on a wide range of issues, not just our relationship with China, and we intend to continue to respond appropriately. In any event, based on the strong relationship of trust with our ally, the United States, Japan will continue to urge China to fulfill its responsibilities, commensurate with its position.
Beijing says this confirms everything. Japan is acting as Washington's conduit, pulling the US into a confrontation Tokyo has long wanted. With Taiwan racing ahead on its US-backed T-Dome missile defense shield, China sees Japan amplifying manufactured threats to justify fresh militarization. Beijing accuses Tokyo of poisoning regional stability and reviving an old Cold War fantasy of restored influence.
China's threats to Taiwan and the Indo-Pacific region are escalating. Recently, various types of military intrusions, maritime gray zones, and disinformation campaigns have been occurring in Japan, the Philippines, and around the Taiwan Strait, causing deep unease and distress to all parties in the region.
Japan insists it is defending peace. Beijing says the opposite. Japan is inflating threats, weaponizing fear, and testing the limits of post-war constraints. For China, Tokyo's rhetoric is not accidental. It is part of a long, calculated attempt to reshape the regional order in its favor.
On Japanese Prime Minister Takaichi's erroneous remarks on Taiwan, China has stated its serious position more than once. Those remarks seriously violate the spirit of the four political documents between China and Japan, erode the political foundation of China-Japan relations, and challenge the post-war international order. China has made clear its firm opposition.
Beijing's final warning is unmistakable. If Tokyo continues provoking, exaggerating, and manipulating Taiwan for political gain, China will confront every escalation openly. From Beijing's perspective, the world is no longer confused about who is inflaming the region. It is waiting to see Japan's next misstep, and China is prepared to respond.